Nevada Attorney General's office says it's too soon to say if it will take action against Wynn Resorts. That's according to the Review Journal. The response comes after the New York Attorney General sued the Weinstein Company in wake of the sexual harassment and misconduct allegations against Harvey Weinstein, alleging the company failed to protect employees from Harvey Weinstein.
A 13 Action News update tonight on the investigation into an early morning ambulance crash that killed an AMR employee and a patient near the I-15-215 interchange. NHP is looking tonight to see if the rain and slick roads were possible factors. They're also going over dashcam video from the patient transport van to see how fast it was going when it flipped. Officials say it was transporting a patient from a hospital to a nursing home when the crash happened. The medical attendant in the back, Gary John, had been with AMR for 4 years.
People really like to communicate with him and associate with him. And so that's going to be hitting some of us pretty hard.
The driver was not seriously hurt. The name of the patient who was killed has not been released.
A new sketch from Metro tonight shows a man they say tried to kidnap 2 young girls in the northeast part of the valley last Tuesday. Surveillance shows the suspect's red four-door sedan. Police say he tried to pull a 6-year-old girl into the car against her will. He was confronted by neighbors and released the child. Minutes later, he tried to take a 7-year-old girl from the playground, but was confronted by a family member.
New tonight, a Valley family says 2 burglars are behind bars tonight, all thanks to vigilant neighbors. 13 Action News anchor Masa Saidi has the story from Anasazi Drive and Summerlin Parkway, where people are keeping a close eye on what's happening next door.
The first sign of trouble, the victims tell me, the man covered his fingertips as he went to go ring the doorbell. That's how they knew another break-in was likely about to happen again.
He was kind of standing away from my doorbell, trying to stay out of the security camera view.
Tonight, Chelsea and Chuck baking cookies together at home. But earlier, she was alone upstairs with one child. A ring alerting both to the strangers outside who appeared to be casing out homes. Chuck says after a string of break-ins, he knew what was happening.
We're fed up and tired of our community being victimized by these opportunistic predators.
The 2 men scared away here, but a few streets down,
they came to the back of the house and essentially just pushed in or kicked in the back door.
The frame damaged. This father at work when police contacted him. The burglars caught red-handed. All his stuff returned. So who was behind that 911 call?
I think I'm witnessing a robbery.
A nervous laugh to dispatch. Chelsea had discreetly jumped in her car and spotted the strangers breaking into the neighbor's home. Right now, 2 thieves off the streets.
Nobody behind us, so really the only reason that the police were alerted was because of our vigilant neighbor.
Vigilant and careful. Chelsea says she took precautions to avoid a confrontation. For tonight anyway, people here resting a little bit easier.
We really thank our neighbors for that. It's really a big deal.
Masa Saidi, 13 Action News.
Nice work, Chelsea. That is a good neighborhood. A man who went on the run for almost 3 months after running down a motorcycle rider and leaving him for dead was sentenced today. Jason Paul Carroll was given 20 years in prison for leaving the scene of that accident. The victim, Kevin Montgomery, survived the crash but suffered 48 broken bones. After Carroll was sentenced, Montgomery said a painful couple of months is finally over.
It's been a long, hard road. Today has been a victory for not just me, but for a lot of people.
Carroll, by the way, is a 5-time convicted felon.
13 First Alert weather. I'll tell you, a relatively dry day considering what we had early this morning and last night. Not really seeing much now, a little spotty action here and there. More clouds than anything today and some sun peeking through. Tomorrow, slightly different story. See an increase in that cloud cover. Temperatures, not an increase there. That's for sure, staying on the cool side. But will that lead to rain? Well, coming up, I'll show you which neighborhoods have the best shot and an early shot at the next round in your 13 First Alert forecast just ahead.
Well, new tonight, there are currently 43,000 people and their families here in Nevada struggling with Alzheimer's, and another 3,000 are being diagnosed with the debilitating disease every year. 13 Action News reporter Brian Callahan takes a look at the progress being made right here in Las Vegas and how you can help in the next step.
I'd love to see what's in there.
Dick Geyer is ready to give doctors a look at his brain. This as they try to narrow down the cause of Alzheimer's. The 82-year-old doesn't have any major memory issues himself, but has watched friends wither away.
She can't conduct a conversation. She can answer a question, with a couple of words, but she can't do a comment. And she's in perfect physical health.
Doctors at the Lou Ruvo Center for Brain Health are trying to find a cure, saying the current treatments only help the symptoms. They don't slow down the disease. That's why they're focusing on tracking brain activity from the age of 55.
The markers of the disease are present before the symptoms.
They're currently looking for people in all stages of memory loss to help them understand how those markers develop in hopes of slowing the progression of the disease.
We think that by targeting those markers of the pathology that we'd be really much more effective in the treatments that we have.
Researchers say after years of slow development, the study is already showing signs of progress. That's why they're expanding the research in hopes of slowing the degenerative disease that is currently projected to impact 15 million people by 2050.
This is the time that we can make some differences in the treatment.
While Geyer knows the study isn't likely to help his generation, he has his sights set on the future.
I feel that this is very important to me at my age, particularly, to be able to make this contribution.
If you want to take part in this study, doctors say you only have to visit the center once every year or two for brain scans and other tests. If you are interested, we have a link up on ktnv.com to see if you qualify. Brian Callahan, 13 Action News.
Brian, thank you. Well, our brutal flu season that's already killed 22 people here in Clark County and left many others struggling is still on the rise tonight. And now many are concerned that one key drug used to fight the virus is just too expensive. Even with insurance, the price of Tamiflu can average around $100 here in the Valley. But one expert says there is a cheaper alternative, a drug called Relenza, which is inhaled and does the same thing.
People seem to like Tamiflu because it's a pill you could pop and it's the popular one, but Relenza works as well.
And there are also some tips to find coupons for Tamiflu. Just look for this story on our website at ktnv.com.
The Las Vegas 51s will officially break ground on their new ballpark in Summerlin in just 10 days. The stadium will be next to City National Arena, where the Golden Knights practice, and not far from downtown Summerlin. The $150 million project was approved in October. The 51s hope to move from Cashman Field to their new home in time for the 2019 season. The Mardi Gras blowout is still going strong right now on the streets of New Orleans, and Las Vegas even got in on the fun. The good times were rolling earlier tonight on the Link Promenade. This was the parade along the concourse, while the high roller has been glowing overhead in purple, gold, and green. The party also included live music. Everybody got free koozies, masks, and of course all those Mardi Gras beads.
Check this out. Wild moments as bold crooks clean out a jewelry case during a heist.
13 Action News uncovers some unique last-minute gift ideas that'll have you winning on Valentine's Day.
Not a bad way to get some extra money.
Contact 13 tracks down some easy side hustles that will help you fill up your wallet.
New video tonight from Los Angeles of a terrifying smash and grab in the middle of a Costco full of customers. You can see the masked men shattering a display case and taking off with a lot of jewelry. One robber also waved a gun at customers to keep them from stepping in. At least one of the rings they ran out with was worth $25,000. Police are still looking for those suspects tonight.
Well, everyone likes a little extra money in their pocket, but who has time for a second or maybe a third job? Well, tonight Contact 13 is helping fill your wallet with a look at 6 unconventional ways to earn some extra cash.
It's not a bad way to get some extra money.
A side business is great if you can find one that works. But whether you're working to pay off debt, buy a car, or book that dream vacation, there are plenty of creative ways to earn a buck. For starters, you can sell blood plasma. We spoke with one local who says she's done it before.
That was great. I got a new set of tires and a new bed off of it.
The amount you earn depends on how much you donate. But personal finance site Go Banking Rate says you can expect anywhere from $20 to $50 per donation. There's a few places you can go across the valley, like Octapharma and CSL Plasma. If you don't like needles, try selling breast milk. Sites like Only the Breast specialize in selling milk for $1 or $2 an ounce. Another option is to sell your hair.
Sure, if I needed the money, I would.
Sites like Online Hair Affair let users sell their hair for a small fee. Many ask for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. You can also look into clinical trials. Hospitals, medical clinics, and universities are searching for participants on a regular basis. Just be aware that you'll need to sign a release form accepting any possible consequences. and pay varies depending on the type of study. But if you don't want to be poked and prodded, try something in the virtual world. Did you know you can sell virtual property?
Oh, I would do that. That sounds fun.
You can auction real estate and other property like high-level characters from video games like World of Warcraft or Second Life. Of course, how much you can earn depends on what you have to sell. Finally, one thing we all have to sell is junk mail.
I probably get up to 100 junk emails a day.
The Small Business Knowledge Center wants to see your spam, plus the junk you get from the U.S. Postal Service. The market research company studies what ends up in your mailbox, and you're rewarded with prepaid Visa cards once you earn enough points.
Okay, so there are some ideas. If these 6 money-making ideas aren't enough, we do have more. Check them out at our website, ktnv.com/links.
A 13 Action News update. Several climbers stranded on Mount Hood in Oregon have been successfully rescued. They were pulled off the mountain after another climber died after falling between 700 and 1,000 feet. Rescue crews had to work fast to save the other 6 before a snowstorm moved in. Conditions during the rescue were treacherous because of falling rocks and snow. An Army paratrooper is behind bars tonight in connection with the brutal 2013 abduction and rape of a 16-year-old girl in Texas. That teenager was walking near her school when she was grabbed and assaulted in a field and struck several times in the head with a hatchet. She miraculously survived. Well, police say after 5 years, DNA evidence finally led them to 24-year-old Levi Goss, who is now stationed at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. Police say Goss is also being investigated by the military for another alleged sexual assault.
Caught on camera, terrifying moments as a driver going close to 100 miles an hour on a Florida freeway suddenly realizes that he can't slow down. This is so scary. The driver calls 911 telling dispatchers that his gas pedal is stuck. State troopers are able to get ahead of him to clear traffic, then lay down some spike strips. It slows him down, but one of the troopers still has to use a pit maneuver to get the vehicle to finally stop. Well, that driver was taken to the hospital for chest pains when it was finally over. Well, Valentine's Day is just hours away now, but if you have no idea what to get your special someone, we're here to help you out. 13 Action News anchor Carla Wade is walking us through some great gifts that are also great deals, so you don't waste your money. Carla.
Trisha, every woman has a different idea of the ideal Valentine's Day gift, and no, it does not have to be a shiny new car.
Nice dinner out and flowers. Probably candies.
Shopping blogger Megan Fenno is looking for great, affordable gifts, starting with the classic.
Most women like flowers. I think that's something that you can't go wrong with.
A dozen roses will always work, but Megan says consider flowers that will last all spring.
I mean, these calla lilies for $6.99, that's a great deal, and they're beautiful plants.
This idea is real simple, and unlike flowers or jewelry, you'll get to enjoy it too. Megan says try a bottle of wine.
So you definitely cannot go wrong with wine. I think there's so many different fun varieties you can try.
A perfect companion to that wine, candles. Then accessorize.
I would try jewelry, little accessories.
Cute earrings, under $10. Add a scarf, $15.
I really like some of these scarves that are like the kind of a floral print.
No Valentine's Day is complete without a heart-shaped box of chocolates. But Megan says for extra discounts,
Target has some deals on their Cartwheel app where you get an extra percentage off of the chocolate that's already on sale.
And here's a warning about those roses. The prices tend to rise sharply 2 days before Valentine's Day. So just don't be surprised to see those $17 bouquets suddenly go up to $25 or $30 or more.
Now, 13 First Alert weather.
13 First Alert, another shot at rain for tomorrow, but it won't look anything like what we had early this morning. No, I don't see it being that heavy. But let me show you what computer models are saying, and they've been pretty consistent all day with this, and that doesn't mean this will all pan out, but it certainly means late morning, nothing doing. And we're going to show you another computer model that kind of verifies that. And then we throw down some chances for rain. You can see upper elevations have some of the best chances, and maybe central areas, 2/100ths of an inch, not very much. We did better than that in the overnight hours, and Boulder City maybe a little bit up near Sunrise Manor, but that's really about if we can pull some off. Enterprise as well. 55 degrees right now, so temperature's cold. cold, but certainly actually with some of the cloud cover in, it's a little warmer than this time last night, about 5 degrees warmer because we were getting rain-cooled air then. There's your low. Hold on, the low was just in our own backyard. Now it backed up even more. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. Backed up, now it's going to move north and east, come back to us, and then give us another shot. That's our second shot. It's the same system. I know, it can happen. Weather's crazy. That's why we love it so much. So here, some more cloud cover for tomorrow, increasing clouds. I'll show you when the best chance for rain would be. It's certainly not in the morning hours. Late morning, not so much, but maybe early afternoon. You see a quick blip there. Then it starts to